Kia ora team, and welcome to Big Boys Boxing, where we're all about exactly that. The big boys. With big knockouts. And the big fights. So let's get into this. Kia ora team, welcome back to Big Boys Boxing. I'm Jono, your host. And while a few of y'all roll in, I will get a link sorted for anybody who might like to join. And you guys can have a listen to the custom song I wrote with some AI. Just while I get this stuff sorted. So enjoy, and I'll talk to you very shortly.
In the rings, the cathedral. Heavy heads, swing fists, lethal, train hard. Feel the burn, the sequel. Champions rise, ain't no equal. Don't miss the chance, the gloves collide. Dreams on the ropes, sweat don't lie. From dusk till dawn, the grind won't die. Heavyweight hustle, reach for the sky. Jabs like lightning, hooks that thunder. Iron will break walls asunder. The roar of the crowd, the world's under. Heavyweight titans, a clash of wonders. Don't miss the chance, the gloves collide. Dreams on the ropes, sweat don't lie. From dusk till dawn, the grind won't die. Heavyweight hustle, reach for the sky. Tape up the knuckles, lace the boots. Every round's a war, plant your roots. The ring's the canvas, paint your truth. Legends are born, proofs in the bruises. Don't miss the chance, the gloves collide. Dreams on the ropes, sweat don't lie. From dusk till dawn, the grind won't die. Heavyweight hustle, reach for the sky. Don't miss the chance, the gloves collide. Dreams on the ropes, sweat don't lie. From dusk till dawn, the grind won't die. Heavyweight hustle, reach for the sky.
What do you reckon, team? Not a bad little song for 5 minutes with AI. I'm not complaining, man. So, over the weekend, we had a few heavyweight fights, but of course, the biggest deal was Alexander Usyk making Daniel Dubois look like a freaking amateur. By Christ, did he beat the snot out of that boy. Easily. The harder Daniel tries, the easier it is for Alexander Usyk. Alright, is our background music going? No, it's not. There we go. Got our background music rolling. So, yeah, Alexander Usyk. Why was it so much easier? Because Daniel Dubois didn't change a damn thing. Confidence isn't gonna win you a fight in this situation. Confidence can win you a fight against Anthony Joshua. Confidence can win you a fight against Filip Hrgovic, even though you're eating bombs and bombs and bombs. Confidence can get you through a little bit of adversity when you're feeling the pinch against someone like Jarrell Miller. But confidence does not increase your boxing skill. Confidence does not do squat for you. Honestly, just not a very good performance from Daniel Dubois. Like I explained in my prediction video, Daniel Dubois' defense is mainly his feet. He hadn't worked on defense with his hands, and that's a big thing with someone like Alexander Usyk, who has a massive lead hand game. So every fight, every feint, Daniel Dubois bites on and moves his feet back. But his left hand is still damn near at his waist. he needs to establish that jab, but he also needs to use that lead left hand as a form of defense combined with his feet. He does not do it. He leaves it low, and you see straight away in the first round, Alexander Usyk was on that screw jab, getting around that low hand, shooting over the top of the low hand, and really hurting Daniel Dubois with jabs. So Daniel did come out faster. He tried to put more pressure on Usyk, but he could not land the jab. And even with all this feinting and the lead hand movement from Alexander Usyk, all he was really doing was watching that right hand. As soon as it moves, he gets his head off the line and BAM! Over the top with that left hand. Got him with so many good counters in the first few rounds. Some people didn't even notice that that's what was happening. It's like, oh yeah, you must have missed that because he spun out and moved away. But no, he'd landed his counter, done the damage, got out of dodge. Just like he's supposed to. I'm a bit disappointed with Daniel Dubois. You know, he's been extremely dismissive of Don Charles. He won't give him any credit for the success he's had in his last 3 fights. When he's asked about Don Charles, he reverts straight to his dad. Oh, it's not just the coach, it's the whole team. My dad, my dad, my dad, he keeps going. My dad. What's even Don Charles there for? Obviously not much, because there was no improvement with boxing. Is he just there because you have to have a coach? I wouldn't be surprised at all if Daniel Dubois fires Don Charles through no fault of his own. I mean, come on, you dismiss the man, you ignore he's even there most of the time, and then now you've gone and got knocked the fuck out. You're going to fire him and tell him it's his fault? You don't listen to him for starters. You only listen to your father. Got freaking rocks in your head, Daniel. Freaking rocks, I tell you. But Alexander Usyk, how is he not one of the best boxers of all time? I mean, his career is not quite finished yet, so it's not really fair to, you know, compare him to the greats, but unbeaten at cruiserweight, unbeaten at heavyweight, undisputed at cruiserweight, 2 times undisputed at heavyweight. Who can beat him? I don't think there's anybody right now. And now we've just had the way to beat Usyk is put the pressure on and get him early. That makes it worse, doesn't it? Well, it does for people like this anyway. I had a thought, you know. There's one person that may have the style to beat him, but he's not disciplined enough to get in the right shape. Jarrell Big Pharmacy Miller. If he could get his fat ass down to maybe 270 pounds, and he could press Usyk and lie all over him. He's got a hell of a chin, and he keeps coming. Is it a possibility? Maybe that's the way to beat Alexander Usyk? I'm not going to say yes, but shit, what else is there? The likes of Joseph Parker takes some of what Alexander Usyk does along with other stuff, but I honestly don't think Joe Parker can beat him. I think he'd do a better job, put on a better performance than Daniel Dubois in both fights, I think. Will he fight him? I'm not sure. Apparently the WBO have passed down the order for Alexander Usyk to fight Joseph Parker next. If he doesn't, he loses his belt. So all this other talk about a third Tyson Fury fight, I don't want to see that. Man got beaten twice. Another Anthony Joshua fight, don't want to see that. Man got beaten twice already. Certainly don't want to see a Daniel Dubois Third fight, dude's been knocked the fuck out twice by this guy. So it's got to be a Joseph Parker or a Ajit Cabiel. Honestly, those two guys are really the only ones left right now that are on a good streak that deserve a shot. Everyone else can go kick a rock. Honestly, earn your way there or kick a rock. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear anything for Alexander Usyk besides either Joseph Parker or Ajit Cabiel. Simple as that. Simple as that, man. Alright, so some other fights we had over the weekend. On that same undercard, we had Lawrence the Saucer Coley taking on somewhat tricky former cruiserweight Kevin Lorena. I expected a Coley to be able to get Lorena out of there, and he didn't. I expected maybe Lorena to give him some trouble on the inside with his supposed to be quicker feet and his slightly quicker hands. Short and stocky stature, get inside, throw your hands. But no, Kevin Lorena tried to box from the outside. When he did try and get inside, you know, the typical Coley. Tie him up, smother his work, wait for the referee. It was a really bad fight to watch, man. I did not enjoy that fight at all. Not at all, man. So, it is what it is, you know. There was one other one as well. We had, what's his name? Vladislav Serenko, who was supposed to be the favourite against Solomon Dakers. Dakers got sparkoed in one round against, was it David Adelaide? Got absolutely flattened and knocked the fuck out. The Serenko guy, another Ukrainian, he's a pressure fighter, but he hadn't really fought anybody of real note, so it was hard to get a gauge for that one. I left that one out of my bets, thank Christ. And we got the boxing kangaroo in the house. How you going, Carl?
Hey, Jono, how are you, bro?
Yeah, not bad, mate. We are live on YouTube at the moment, by the way.
Oh, beautiful.
Sweet. So, just having a little bit of a run through of the fights that have happened. Just touching on that Serenko versus Dakers one. I was having a chat the night before. He was looking at putting something on Serenko, and I said, "Oh, shit. I just don't know. Dakers might outbox him if he doesn't get caught early with something." But I stayed off it myself because I didn't know enough about Serenko. So it turns out Dakers won on points, and the favourite got beaten. Lots of people calling it a big upset. What do you reckon, mate?
Mate, I don't even know who the fuck those guys are.
Yeah. Oh, you must know Dakers. Dakers got smacked over by LA in one round.
Oh, dude, yeah, I thought it, yeah. Mate, a lot of those fights on that card were like, oh, I've heard of that guy's name, but yeah, I wasn't up to speed on that guy, man.
Yep, neither was I. That's why I stayed away from it. But yeah, we better go for the big one while you're here, because you were watching it with me, and
yeah,
you know, you had a little wager on round 4 and round 5, and hit the jackpot. Yep. Like it was awesome, mate. But yeah, give us your thoughts on the fight.
Mate, it kind of went down. That Usyk is just unbelievable, mate. Like, for people not to call him a great, and like, but even after the second fight, people who don't think that guy's great, man. I mean, you don't know what the fuck you're watching. I've had people tell me Usyk's boring. Clearly, some people don't know about the skill of what it takes to be a boxer and about ring IQ and all that type of shit, man. Because I tell you what, that Usyk is just a complete package, man. He is just amazing. And it kind of went down the way I thought it would, man. I thought Dubois would come out a bit quicker, if I'm honest. I thought he'd come out and he'd win a first few rounds. But mate, Usyk just had his number from the get-go. He was just countering him so beautiful. And mate, we were talking live with the fight, and it was like he got gun shy. He didn't want to throw that right hand for fear of getting countered.
Yeah, mate. When we were talking, I was saying, Usyk is moving his lead hand and his feet a lot, but I reckon he's just watching that right hand. As soon as that right hand moves, it slipped.
Yeah.
And it looked so easy. So easy. But I do also think Daniel did actually try to come out faster, but he just couldn't get that jab on Usyk, and everything for him works off that jab. I mentioned to the boys in that first fight, Daniel only landed 13 jabs out of the whole 9 rounds.
Yep.
And that was a big thing. Along with that low lead hand that he's got, he's inviting that screw jab from Usyk, and those are all just the little bits in the works. But as soon as Daniel throws that right hand, he's toast.
Did you see what Usyk in the post fight conference that what he called that hook? He called it Igor. What did he call it? The
Igor hook or something, eh?
Igor, yeah. Ivan
hook. That's it.
Ivan, yeah. That is Ivan hook. Big strong man, work on farm.
What a beast, man.
What a character. What a character. I tell you what, man, I know that guy's only got 1 or 2 fights left in his career, but geez, I'm going to miss that bloke, man. We're not going to see another one like him for a while, mate.
Yeah. I know this damn near the greatest of all time. It's just about got to be spoken about. There's people that don't like that sort of thing being mentioned while a fight is still active. And they see it as disrespectful to the greats of the past, but when you look at the numbers and what he's done and who he's fought, it's pretty hard to argue that he isn't the best of all time in my book. He's pretty wicked.
Well, mate, you can only be compared amongst your peers, right? And for this era, the guy's just untouchable, mate. I'm sorry to anyone out there who doesn't like Usyk, but the guy's untouchable, bro. He's seriously, he's one of the greats, man. He's got to be top 3 of all time heavyweights, bro. He has to be. He just has to be.
Yeah. And for people who don't like Usyk, I don't know, what the fuck are they smoking? What's not to like about the guy? Holy.
I don't know. I don't know, man. But when people say he's boring, straight away that tells me they don't know fucking shit about boxing. If you think Usyk's boring, yeah. I mean, for me, mate, that first Tyson Fury fight with Usyk, where, mate, after 6 rounds, I'm thinking, Usyk's about to take a fucking L here. Usyk's about to get his fucking ass handed to him by Fury.
It did look like it.
He just switched up and worked in the pocket and didn't let him lay all over him and fucking just... And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call ring IQ.
Yeah, man.
He switched it up mid-fight and got it over the big cunt, mate. He was brilliant. Oh, I'm going to miss that dude, man.
I hope he has 2 or 3 more. I mean, he's not showing really any signs of slippage. I thought
he could fight until he's fucking 50, mate. Let's be honest. I mean, the guy just doesn't age. He's not human, man. Like I keep saying this. The guy was made in a laboratory. He wasn't. He was made in a laboratory and he escaped. And some family found him and raised him, and man, he's like a Superman, the motherfucker.
He is. He is one beast of a boxer. I mean, a lot of people are still saying he doesn't actually hit that hard, and he still knocked Daniel Dubois out. But I think a lot of that's just the way he boxes. He doesn't put a lot on all of his shots all of the time, like a lot of these bigger guys. But
you know what, too, Jono? He had I knew that this was going to be an early stoppage for the way Dubois and his team were talking about the low blow, and they were concentrating on that low blow, saying it wasn't a low blow, and that fucking Dubois stopped him. And I think Usyk took that into camp and went right, and especially with that Don Don Charles saying, you know, your team versus my team in the street. You know, and I think that gave him a bit of added incentive for that camp. And you don't get inside that dude's head, man. You don't play mind games with that dude, man. He's just an anomaly, man. Fuck, I'm gonna keep saying it, man. But geez, I'm gonna miss that bloke when he's retired.
I think any real boxing fan is going to miss the dude when he goes, that's for sure. But if anything, the rest of the heavyweights, if anybody else does get to fight him, like you say, don't try and push him up the wrong way. Don't push the horse, because he will fuck you up.
Don't push the horses.
Yeah, man. It was
he's
beautiful.
Brilliant. Yeah, geez, he's good.
Where to
mate,
next for Usyk, you reckon?
Mate, I hope he gives Parker a shot. I really hope he gives Joe Parker a shot. I mean, Joe Parker's, for me, is a better boxer than Daniel Dubois. He's got way better footwork. He's got a way better chin. And I just think he makes a good fight. I think he goes the distance. I think he gets his ass handed to him by Usyk. But he fucking earned that ass whooping, bro.
Yeah, agreed. Along with Edget Cabiel too, he's another one. Like I was saying, just before you jumped on, I don't want to hear anything about a third Fury, Joshua, or Dubois fight. It's got to be one of these two guys that have earned it. Anything else is a freaking mess. Oh, well, that was a good fight they had the first time, wasn't it? So
yeah.
If Alexander wants to go out against his mate Derek, then I'm not gonna kick up a huge stink. I'll be pissed off that, you know, Joe doesn't get a shot or Edget doesn't get a shot, but a guy like Usyk, who's had to fight in everybody else's backyard through his whole career, you know, toppled them all. He deserves to do whatever the fuck he wants.
He does, mate. He's earned that spot. He's one of the greats, man. He's one of the greats.
Hey, I had a thought as well, since we've seen the pressure style, both from Dubois and Chisora, doesn't work against Usyk, and we've seen the other styles, the Joshua, the Fury, and all that against Usyk. What do you think about if somebody like Jarrell Miller got his fat ass down to about 265? Would he have maybe a shot at dethroning the champ?
Mate, I think Caballel's the only one. If I'm honest, I think how Caballel's bodywork, man, and his output is second to none. But I just don't think Usyk's going to stay there and let him hit on him. I don't know.
Oh, he's certainly not going to stand there and let him hit him, no.
No, and see, that's what I haven't seen from Caballel face a boxer, you know, like someone that can move and that has footwork and lateral movement and fucking head feints and, you know, I think Caballel is the future of the division. But I just don't think he beats Usyk, man. I don't think anyone beats Usyk. You could put him up against fucking anyone, mate. This era, it's just his division, mate. Simple as that. He runs it.
The only one who could possibly beat him, I reckon, is if he kept fighting and Father Time got him. That's about all. I can't see anybody else who can beat him.
Nah, and I don't think Miller's that dedicated anymore, man. I think Miller's made a few million and like he pulled out of that last fight he was in.
He did.
Wasn't that the one? That was the one Hooney jumped. Was that the one Hooney stepped in for?
It was. Apparently there was some... Miller's always having issues with Dimitri Salita, his promoter. So there's something going on there. But I did see an interview with him. He was at some press conference with Shannon Briggs and someone else was there. Oh, he was hitting up Carl Froch. That's right. Made Carl Froch fucking shit himself.
Oh, yeah, right.
But, yeah, he was there and he spoke about it. Yeah, he apologised and, you know, his Dimitri Salita doesn't want to let him fight without doing this and that and whatnot, so he told him to fuck off. Simple as that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But, yeah. Anyways,
hey, I got a dip, brother. I got to get my ass to work. Yeah. I just wanted to say that I hope that they're finding a prime bit of real estate in the middle of London in some mall to build this 12-foot fucking bronze statue of Alexander Usyk, because that guy absolutely owns England, runs England, and he's beaten their best not once but fucking twice.
And he's
So,
loved there too. You see the reception he got when he came in.
yeah, that's his hometown. It's his hometown. It's his home away from home. But hey, John, thanks for having me, brother. Good always talking to you. And I got that round 5. Woohoo! That little victory there.
Yeah, boy. Good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for dropping
All
in,
right,
bro. Take it easy, eh?
Hey, take it easy, John. I see you, man.
Sweet, bro. Alright, James Jamison in the house. Good to see you, brother. Stephen in the house as well. Old Marla dropped in to say hello. Who else we got in here? Is that all of us for now? Nanu. Hey, James. Alright, I'll touch on some of the other fights as well. Like I say, I don't think Lawrence Okoli's going that far in the heavyweight division. I thought his power was carrying, but it seems with a bit of extra weight, dude's gotten slower than a wet week. You can see that right hand coming from miles away, and he didn't seem to bother Lorena with any of his power. So it is what it is. Now, Tim Sue, I thought he was going to come in and do a job on Sebastian Fondora, but finally, Sebastian Fondora's learned how to use his long arms. He's using his length. Tim couldn't get inside, got peppered up, and he ended up getting stopped. What was it, the 8th round? He didn't get off the stool. Said he didn't want to continue. It looked like he was starting to have a bit of success, but his face was getting rather fucked up. So, unfortunately for Tim, he goes down. Now we got to see Sebastian Fondora. I'd love to see him take on Bakram Murtazaliev, but I imagine he's probably going to end up fighting Xander Zayas first. Nobody wants to fight Bakram Murtazaliev. For those of you who don't know, he's the guy who absolutely dog-walked Tim Sue. Absolutely fucked him up and knocked him out. And that wasn't expected. But nobody knew Bakram. Nobody really knows him besides real boxing, hardcore boxing fans. So we got to see that for a unification at 154. What else was on? There was the last fight on that card was pretty sad for me to watch. Not only for Manny Pacquiao not looking that great, but also it's so sad that somebody like Mario Barrios is a champion. I mean, nothing against the dude. He's a nice dude. He works hard. He's a solid boxer, but he is not special in any way, shape, or form. He picked and poked. Couldn't put his foot down against Manny Pacquiao. They ended up with a draw. 2 judges scored it 114, and 1 scored it in favour of Barrios, 115-113. Barrios could have done so much more. I don't think Pacquiao could have done too much more than he did, because he's just well past it and should be hanging his gloves up, but it was really sad to watch. It was the last fight and the end of a really good day of boxing. I really enjoyed it up until that moment. And please don't have a rematch, guys. Please. Manny, just go back and do your senator work. If you're going to have anything to do with boxing, do a bit of punditry and a bit... I know you're still doing a bit of coaching and promoting, which is where you should be. You should not be in that ring, Manny. Hell to the no. Another fight on that other DAZN card with Bam and Fomalele Kofu. I didn't watch the main event on that because I was watching the Tim Sue one. See Stephen in the chat, he was over there watching the Bam one. Went 11 rounds before Kofu got stopped. Apparently a pretty good fight, so might have to go and try and find me a copy of that to watch, even though it's little itty bitty guys. I still enjoy watching good boxing. But before that, they had Ammo Williams. against a very late replacement. His sparring partner, shit, I can't remember his name, someone Vasquez. Vasquez was supposed to be on the card in a 6-round fight early on. He trained for 6. Got the call up within 24 hours. He took the fight. And they were both really good friends. But Vasquez, I thought he was beating Ammo Williams. The first 6 rounds, I thought he'd won 4 of them. He had some really good body shots and some good counter shots. And Ammo just wasn't coping. Unfortunately, even the 7th round, Vasquez was still winning, but then in the 8th round he really started to slow down. In the 9th round he was just gassed. He'd only trained for 6. So really good effort from this guy Vasquez. I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more of him. He's only a part-time boxer. He's a PE teacher at a school. But dude's got some talent. So even in a loss, I think he's going to have his stock go up, and he's going to get a call up to have some decent fights. Ammo Williams moves onwards and upwards. It was expected to be a pretty easy fight, being a late replacement, 24 hours. He wasn't trained for it, but we've seen it time and time again in the past when boxers get sparring partners and they know each other pretty well, and that can become a problem. Maybe that was some of the case. Maybe this Vasquez guy just has a bit more talent than we thought. So the future will tell, because no doubt he will get another call up. What else was there worth looking at on the weekend? I can't really think too much off the top of my head what else there was worth mentioning, but moving forward, I guess we've still got a few decent cards on the horizon, and there'll be more made. I'm sure we'll hear more about what's going on with the heavyweight division in the next couple of weeks. How much longer is Alexander Usyk going to fight, because that's going to determine what's going to happen with belts and whatnot. So let's get into it. Good night, James. Have a good one, mate. Take it easy, brother. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate ya. Right, Stephen's still there. Right. I'm surprised you didn't jump on for a yarn, Stephen. Right, I guess. Suppose I should probably. Why is that not working? Chat avatar's not coming up on there for some reason. What's going on? Discord panel. I entered that link and it's not doing it. Should have avatars up there. What if I slide that up here? No, it still doesn't make a difference. Don't know how to fix that. Usually have the avatars pop up in the side there, but switching between computers, I keep getting confused which one's set up for what and which one's not. So meh, that's what it is. Anyway, guys, I guess that's about it, but something to think about. Pound for pound, where would you put Alexander Usyk? All-time pound for pound fighters. Yes, he's a heavyweight, but he's been a cruiserweight, so he gets to go in the pound for pound conversation. Anyways, I'll leave you all with that. I hope you all enjoyed. Alexander Usyk, one of the best boxers of all time, in my opinion. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe before you leave. Here we go. We can do this. Is it going to work? I no, that's the show ticker. I thought I had a subscribe thingy somewhere. Yeah, it's gone. I'll have to find it. Anyways, that's us, fellas. Enjoy the boxing to come. I'll bring out some videos with some predictions for upcoming fights in the next little while. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like. I shall catch you next time. I'm Jono from Big Boys Boxing, and I am out. Peace!